Hey guys, and welcome back to Star Control 2, and in today's episode what I'm going to do for the most part is I am going to finish up all the technology with the Melnorme. So here they come, and let's get the first round done.
Your arrival was predicted by our soul crystal's vibrations. We already know why you are here and what you need from us. However, etiquette requires that we act as though we are ignorant of your desires. Now, what can we do for you today? What would you like to sell, Captain? The 327 units of biological data we downloaded from your ship earn you 654 credits. What trade items would you like to buy today? How much fuel do you wish to purchase? Fuel transferred to your vessel. The technology we are now offering includes details for building modifications to your planet landers, which make them resistant to earthquakes. With the addition of these safety belts and heavy-duty shock absorbers, your lander occupants should be much safer when an untimely earthquake strikes. The job is complete. Your landers are ready. The technology we are now offering includes plans for adding auto-tracking modules, which improve the aim of all your weapons. You are preparing for a mighty battle, eh? Well, let me give you some advice. You should consider using multiple tracking modules, since this will greatly improve your aim. However, never add more than 3 to your ship. Any more would be useless. The technology we are now offering includes plans for adding improvements to your planet landers, which make them resistant to inclement planet weather. A little superconductive spray paint and presto, your lander can sustain a direct hit by a lightning bolt without crisping the passengers inside. Usually, since the job is so easy that a nymph could do it, I expect all your landers will be treated in less than an hour. The technology we are now offering is everything you need to know to assemble modifications to your planet landers, which make them resistant to planetary hotspots. What else would you like to buy? It has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.
So that's cool, we've got some new toys. And I'm going to mine out this constellation here for resources. There's a load of sapphire worlds in that area. And I'm heading for the Beta Persei system, which is one of a group of 2 blue stars. And if you remember from the last episode, the Silandro mentioned that these were very rare planets in nature. I think I've got 1 more upgrade to my planet lander and 2 more for my ship to do, and then we'll be done. So that's 450 credits with the Melnorme, and then at that point I will just pretty much farm the current events and the historic events of them so that you can see them all, and then we will be done with that. But as you'll notice, this is a fairly big world, and yep, it's one of the rainbow worlds. And there's some minerals I can mine down there, but the surface temperature is currently too hot for me to deal with, so I will take this information back to the Melnorme and see what they'll pay me for it. And here they are now.
This very morning, I was just saying to subordinate Ochre, Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the feet of a huge human. We laughed and laughed. What a synchronicity. Now, what can we do for you today? What would you like to sell, Captain? Your ship's log indicates that you discovered the whereabouts of one of the rainbow worlds, which so fascinate us. In exchange, we will give you 500 credits. What trade items would you like to buy today? How much fuel do you wish to purchase? Fuel transferred to your vessel. The technology we are now offering is everything you need to know to assemble modifications to your planet landers, which make them resistant to planetary hotspots. With these new ablative plasma heat shields, your crew will be substantially safer on hot worlds. But like all our lander modifications, this protection is not perfect, so remain cautious. Since the changes to your landers are straightforward, your landers should be fitted with the heat shields by the time you return to your ship. The technology we are now offering is plans for building Hellbore cannons, a weapon much more destructive than a simple blaster. Captain, just a suggestion. Hellbore cannons are energy gulpers. So unless you want to have a long delay between shots, I would suggest you add dynamos or even Shiva furnaces to your ship. The technology we are now offering includes details on how to develop Shiva furnace modules, which generate energy for your combat batteries twice as fast as your standard dynamos. I am certain you will appreciate this new module, Captain. With it, you should be able to destroy and devastate twice as fast as before. Commander, that is the limit of the new technology we can offer you. If I may say so, you have been an excellent customer. Thank you. It has been a pleasure dealing with you, Captain. We look forward to your next visit.
Okay, so that is every piece of technology now off the Melnorme, and I'll show you how it works now. This is Alpha Centauri, the closest star to Earth, but it has 2 ruby worlds on it, which are extremely useful for mining, but as you can see they're pretty darn hostile, so early in the game it's a bit of a risk to go for them. However, as you can see here, the planet lander has been pretty heftily upgraded. It took a lightning strike there without anyone getting killed. It's going through fire and all it's doing is activating a shield. So, yeah, there you go, shield being activated, and at most I'm losing 1 person from running into anything, so the only reason I'm heading back to the ship is to make sure that I drop off all my cargo so I don't end up getting smaller mineral pods than I should do. But this basically means we can harness any planet in the galaxy now for the most part, and we will be using this to our advantage coming up, and we'll be able to get some very severe mineral deposits, but shortly that will not be a problem. Anyway, it is time to head back to Earth and catch up with Hayes.
I am at your disposal, Captain. I've been waiting to inform you of a new situation. This seems strange to me, and I considered not bringing it up, but not long ago, 6 of my people fell unconscious simultaneously for no apparent reason. When they awoke hours later, they reported being overwhelmed by a feeling of something very wrong that had taken place. The medtechs couldn't find anything wrong with these crew members, but they discovered one correlation. All 6 of them have exceptionally high Esper ratings. More fuel for the fire, eh, Captain? That last load should keep it blazing. The analysis reads as follows. Subject, Slylandro probe destruct code sequence. Data. This is a complex sequence of program instructions using an encryption sequence similar in some ways to the rolling Fung algorithm. Summary, when a Slylandro probe approaches, open a hailing frequency, wait for a response, and then transmit the code. That's the end of our scientist's report. Be careful out there, Captain.
You know, I almost forgot that we had that little toy from the Slylandro there, but we'll be using that, definitely. Anyway, now that we've got our big upgrade from the Melnorme, it's time to turn the White Star into a bit of a dreadnought killer. First things first, let's have some hellbore cannons on the front of it. Couple of tracking systems, and running a little bit short on money here, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. I'm going to put a couple of Shiva furnaces on. I do want to put a third on at some point, and probably a fourth as well. I'll ditch one of the cargo containers because, as I said, we probably will not need all that cargo, and we probably won't need all the fuel either, considering we can just call for the Melnorme in hyperspace, and we've got the quasi-portal, so I might be overdoing it a little bit with the high-efficiency fuel tanks. And here's one thing that you can do, you can actually sell fuel, which is quite interesting, and we will certainly be abusing that a little bit later in the game. But first we got these 4 Zokfot Stingers, didn't we, and as per usual they're absolutely useless, so we're going to go ahead and sell them. And I'm going to try and make up at least somewhat for my hideous failure with the Oz Nemesis last time, and try and make it live up to the hype that I gave it. So we're just going to replace one of the ones that was destroyed, and we're going to get the crew of this one back up to normal and replace any lost crew that we've got here. Okay, fine. I think it's just about time to head off into the unknown again. That looks quite good. In fact, on one of my little mining operations, look what I found. Time for you to get yours.
We come in peace. Engaging self-destruction circuitry.
Man, that felt good, and we still get all the RUs from it as well, so thanks to the Slylandro for that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.